Good morning, class 8, and welcome to your social science class. So students, we were doing chapter number 5, agriculture, from your geography textbook, and so far we have covered till the topic major crops, isn't it? So we discussed about the various kind of crops that are grown in the world. We divided all the major crops into food grains, we divided it into fiber crops and also in beverage crops, isn't it? And with lots of examples, we also finished discussing about that important topic. So now this brings us to discuss about the next part of this chapter, that is agricultural development. So today we are going to discuss on the topic agricultural development, and we are going to discuss about the various agricultural practices that takes place in a developing country like India and in a developed country like the USA. So students, pay attention, watch the entire video till the end and also go through the PPT, which I'll be sharing once the video is being watched by you. So students, as I already told you before, today we will be discussing about the topic on agricultural development, and also we will try to understand about the farming system in India and the USA, that is a developing country and an already developed country. So let us quickly recall before we go to the discussion of today. So as I told you before, we were discussing about the major crops in the last class, and I told you that major crops are grown in various parts of the country and in fact the entire world, depending upon various factors, and those factors can be soil, climate, cultivation practices, etc. Then we also talked about the three major kind of crops that are grown. We talked about the food grains like rice, wheat, millet, pulses, maize, etc. Then we talked about the fiber crops like cotton and jute. And finally, we discussed about coffee and tea, which comes under beverage crops. So India alone itself produces 51 of the major crops which are mentioned here. So this we have already discussed in details today during the second period. So that is why now let us move on to understand what agricultural development means. So today, after completing the discussion, you all will be able to understand and explain what agricultural development exactly is, and also you will be able to compare and contrast between the farming system in India and the USA, which is a developing and already developed country. So let us begin with the meaning of agricultural development. So agricultural development means the various efforts which are made by farmers, which are made by human beings in order to ensure that the production of crops is increasing, so that it can meet the growing demands of the population. So our population, human population, is growing at a very huge rate, at a very fast rate. So to ensure that food crops do not fall short for this population, agricultural development is very, very necessary. So agricultural development can happen by many ways. Yes or no? So what are the various ways through which agricultural development can be achieved? First of all, it can be achieved by increasing the cropped area and the number of crops grown. Cropped area means the land which is used for growing the crops, isn't it? So by increasing the land for crops and also by increasing the number of crops which are grown in that land, agricultural development can be ensured. Next, by improving irrigation. Even if there is no rainfall, the farmers have to ensure that by using proper irrigation techniques, crops can be grown well. Number 3, through the use of fertilizers and HYV seeds. That means by using a lot of fertilizers, good quality fertilizer, and also by using high yielding variety of seeds, crops can be grown in a desired manner. And lastly, mechanization of agriculture. It means usage of machines for agricultural development. So these are the various ways through which a farmer can achieve agricultural development, through which the farmers will be able to make their farming practices better, from which they will be able to ensure the growth of better crops, and also they will ensure that the farmers are aware that yes, development in the field of agriculture is also necessary in order to meet the growing demand of our population. So the ultimate aim of agricultural development is to increase food security. So to ensure that everybody gets food in the country, in the world, that is the ultimate aim as to why agriculture needs to be developed. So agriculture has developed at different places in different parts of the world. So different countries of the world have got a different pace at which development in the agricultural field can be seen. Now, if you see the developing countries like India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, etc., there you will see that this kind of developing countries have got huge population. And in this kind of countries where mostly people are poor, where mostly people are ignorant, there they practice intensive agriculture. Isn't it? So intensive agriculture is practiced here, and the crops which are grown, they are grown on small holdings. The land that is used for agriculture and the kind of techniques that is used for agriculture, that is very limited. So most of the farmers in a developing country, they grow crops for their own subsistence. So they are mainly dependent on subsistence agriculture. But just contrast to that, in the developed countries like USA, Canada, Australia, there we see that the land holdings, the usage of land for agriculture is very huge, very large. And this kind of crops are grown which are in demand in the market. Isn't it? So those crops are grown which have got some kind of commercial value, which they can sell in the market and get profit out of it. So let us understand the difference between the agricultural practices, the development of agriculture in a country like India and then in a developed country like USA. So once you get to know about both the cases of India and USA, you will be able to have a clear understanding as to how agriculture is done in both the countries and in what ways they differ from each other. So let us begin. So first let us see how a farm in India looks like. So here an example of a farmer, a small scale farmer called Munna Lal is given. So Munna Lal is a small farmer in a small village in Ghazipur district of Uttar Pradesh. So his land that he owns where he does agriculture, that is about 1.5 hectares. And he purchases high yielding variety of seeds, that means good quality seeds, from the market every alternate years. That means one year he will buy HYV seeds, the next year he will not buy, again the preceding year he will buy. So every alternate year Munna Lal will buy HYV seeds or good quality seeds. So in his 1.5 hectare of land, which is also very fertile, he grows at least 2 kinds of crops in a year. So these crops are normally wheat or rice and pulses. Alright, so 2 kinds of food grains are grown by Munna Lal in his farm. So the farmer Munna Lal, in order to ensure that there is proper agriculture and proper farming practices going on, he takes advice from his friends who are expert in this field. Also, he takes the help of the elders in the village who are an expert in this field. And also, he tries to connect to the government all the time in order to ensure that whatever help the government is giving the farmers, he takes good benefit out of it. So for the purpose of plowing his field, he uses a tractor. And some of his friends, some of the friends of Munna Lal or some of the farmers in his village, they still use very traditional methods of agriculture. So traditional methods of agriculture means usage of bullocks for plowing. So Munna Lal for plowing is not dependent on bullocks, he is dependent on a tractor. So along with that, there is also a tube well in the field which he takes on rent to irrigate his field. So whenever there is time to water the field, he takes the tube well water and he irrigates it. Alright, so Munna Lal also has got 2 buffaloes and few hens, and he sells market in the cooperative store located in the nearby town. And not only does he sell milk in that cooperative store, but also he is a member of that cooperative society. And with the help of this cooperative society, he gets a lot of advice on the type of fodder for his animals. Fodder means the kind of food for his animals, the kind of measures that are to be taken to protect the health of these his kettles, and so on. So Munna Lal is helped by all of the members of his family in all the farm activities. Along with that, he also takes credit or he takes loan from the bank or from agricultural cooperative society. And with the help of this loan or this credit, he buys HYV seeds, he ensures that there is good cultivation, and also he buys certain tools for the benefit of his agricultural production. So this is the life of a farmer called Munna Lal. This is how in India agriculture is practiced. So in India, remember, agriculture is practiced using both the modern techniques as well as the traditional techniques. So this person Munna Lal, he sells his produce in the mandi. Mandi means the local market, which is situated in the nearby town. So majority of the farmers in India, there is a huge problem which they face, and that is lack of storage facilities. They do not have proper godowns, proper storage facilities, because of which they have to sell their product in the market. They do not get much profit, but still they are bound to sell their product in the market. Otherwise, the food crop will become bad because there is lack of storage capacity. But however, you should remember that in recent years, the government of India is taking certain steps, certain measures in order to ensure that the crops grown by the agriculturalist, grown by the farmers, they are not wasted or they are not sold just like that for the sake of selling. The government is taking steps to develop certain storage facilities now, which is definitely a path forward for the Indian farmers. So this is a normal scene of an Indian field. So here we can see agriculture is done in the traditional method using bullocks for plowing. Alright, so remember, not only this but also Munna Lal, a person like Munna Lal, they even use tractors and all. So in India there is a mixture of both modern techniques and traditional ones. Next, let us see how a farm in USA looks like. So an average size of a farm in the USA is great, it's huge than an Indian farm. A typical size of the USA's farm is about 250 hectares. But what about Munna Lal in India? He had only 1.5 hectare land. So here the farmers' land is so big that the farmers make their house in the farm. They have got farmhouses and they grow certain major crops like corn, soya bean, wheat, cotton and sugar beet. So here the example of a farmer called Joe Horan is given. So Joe Horan is a farmer in Midwest USA. And there he owns about, he is the owner of 300 hectare of land, which is huge. So on that 300 hectare of land, he grows corn. Okay, but he does not grow his corn just like that. First of all, he checks the quality of the soil. He tries to check whether the water resources required is there or not. Only after making all the necessary checking, he grows corn. So he ensures that there is no pest damaging his crop, because of which he keeps on doing pest control all the time. At the same time, he also, in order to ensure that the fertility of his soil is not lost, from time to time he sends the soil samples to soil testing laboratory. In that laboratory, the soil sample is tested, and there he comes to know whether the soil is enough for the growth of corn or not. Alright, so in this manner, Joe Horan plans a scientific fertilizer program. He also has got a computer in his farm which is linked to a satellite, and with the help of this he gets to see the picture of his field. It also helps him to use fertilizers and pesticides whenever they are required, because they have a clear view from the sky. Then he uses tractors, seed drills, leveler, combined harvester and thresher to perform various agricultural operations. And these tools like combined harvester, thresher, leveler, these are all high-tech technologies, tools which are used by farmers like Joe Horan in his field. Isn't it? So grains in USA, unlike India, are stored. They are stored in automated grain storage, and After storing is done, they are also dispatched to the market agencies whenever required. So the main difference between the farmer in the USA and in India is that in USA, the farmer works like a businessman, not just like a peasant. They work here for commercial purpose, for getting profit. But in India, farmers do their job just like an agriculturalist. They are not bothered whether they get the proper profit from the market or not. So here is a scene from the field of USA where they use heavy techniques, heavy technologies. So these are the keywords which we came across today: mechanization, high yielding variety seeds, mandi, and chemical fertilizer. You need to know the meaning of all these words. And then at last, let's come to the homework. So you need to identify the mistake in this sentence and correct it. Then you need to answer a question on Munna Lal as to why he sells all his product to the town although the market is not favorable to him. And lastly, you need to compare the farming system of India and USA, which we just discussed few minutes ago. So last date of submitting your homework is Friday, 13th of November. So that's all, dear students. Go through the PPT, go through the textbook, and if you have any doubt, we shall discuss again.